Before we start the home harmonizer installation instruction, there's one important point. Since the pandemic, supply chain issues, you name it, there's only two companies that make these electrical boxes. Unless you want to go to China, there's not much choice. And they both make boxes that are imperfect looking and more expensive than ever. For instance, this is a brand new box. It's never been used. We just installed this part, the plate on, which is what we do. And you can see this very obvious dimple. They all have this. Must be where the plastic comes off the machine, and voila, there it is. It doesn't mean it's used. It doesn't mean it's damaged in shipping or what have you. It's on there. They also come with random scratches and blemishes on them. They all come that way. Our choice is to either have them imperfect looking, of course, perfect working, or not have them at all. So this is what we do. You can also notice that there's little tiny scratches in the corner here. Again, that's not beat up on something. It just comes that way. But this will work perfectly, and that's what's most important. Not to mention, it doesn't have to be perfect looking, because you're not going to hang it in your living room on your kitchen wall. You're going to usually have it on your meter outside in a place that doesn't really matter that much. So that's just a quick heads up on these and what to look for and expect when you get it. This is the home harmonizer instruction video. There's 4 options on how you can install this on your home. But first I will say this is the most important product that you can get from EMF Solutions. This takes care of everything outside the house. That includes cell towers, that includes power lines, transformers, low orbit 5G satellites, which 80% of the earth is being affected by in a major way now. SCADA poles, on and on. Your smart meter, your neighbor's smart meter, even more than that. So it also drastically improves and sometimes completely remediates much of the electrical things and other EMFs inside the house as well. So if you have an apartment, condo, or home, and one of these 4 installation methods apply to you, which they do almost everybody, get this. This is the most powerful, best way to do it. Now, this is on the meter already because I don't want to stand next to it. So just so you know, this is one method of installation, which is fixing this meter, which is remediating the EMFs on this meter. Now, ignore that for the rest of the presentation, except for this first method. So the first method is, if your meter sticks 4 inches or so away from the wall like this one does, you can simply place it right on top. The metal plate of your home harmonizer should face down towards this electric meter. And if you install it on the side, this metal plate should always face the electric pipe or the electric meter that you're putting it on. So in this case, it's face down just like that, but we put it right there. Okay, option number 2, you can use the metal clamp that comes with the home harmonizer, and sometimes they're really tight, so you got to kind of dig under there for a second to really get this clamp through this metal plate. So that was a little tough, but I kind of started edging it through. Now once you get it in, you can press the 2 edges, you can kind of inch it through like that. Okay, now the clamp's on here. I can clamp it to one of the electric pipes coming to or from, doesn't matter either one, this electric meter. Why do we do it here? Because we want the field to be created in this pipe, and from this area it branches into every room in the home, and that's why we put it here. Ideally we put it outside here. Ideally, there's another way we do it, which will be option 4. So now that you got the clamp on, we can simply put it on one of the pipes. Now the most important rule about installing this home harmonizer box is you don't want to sandwich our product between 2 things that are metal or electrical. Okay, that's going to reduce the effectiveness of this just a little bit. We want to maximize the effectiveness of this. So if I put it on this side, for instance, well, there's an electric pipe here, and then there's something electrical here, a little less than 8 inches away. So this is going to diminish maybe a little bit of effectiveness, just take an edge off, which I'd rather maximize it. So I would rather choose it to go on this side. Now there's a wire over here, that's just a simple Time Warner cable. I happen to know that's not even working, but if it was, it's such a minor little cable, and any EMF coming off of there, that would be a fine thing to be on the other side. That's not going to affect how great this is going to work on the house. So you have this metal pipe with nothing significant this way. You have metal on the top, nothing significant this way. It's not being sandwiched. It's going to work great here. So all you do is you feed this into here, and you can figure that out when you look close. Now, you might, to make it easier, you have a flathead screwdriver, or you can use a 8mm socket wrench, which I happen to have here in my pocket. So this is like a shortcut where you just feed it and you screw it on, and then it tightens really quickly. I can tighten this in 30 seconds or less. by doing that. So I could clamp it and I could put it right where I showed you. Now, if you have the need, because you have solar panels, you have really big power lines, or a cell tower really close, or a transformer close to your house, these are reasons why you might need a little more than this, which is why we have the booster box. Same thing, just half the size. It's 4x4x4x2 instead of by 4. And you would, if you put this here, then the booster would go on the same side of the pipe, parallel, just right underneath of it. They would be close to each other. You don't want those on opposite sides either. That's also creating a sandwich where the products are going to kind of argue with each other, and you don't want that. So ideally put it here and here, okay? If you had them up top, you would put it here and here, sitting on top, if you had a booster and a home harmonizer. So that's it for number 1 and number 2. Now, method 3 is only going to be used in rare cases when you have an electric meter that's inside of the wall, that doesn't stick out at all, and these 2 electric pipes are not visible because they're buried in the wall as well. So you can't access any of the things we just went over. If that's the case, there's going to be another video that shows you instructions when you don't have any pipes visible to install. Now, we'll get to option 3 and 4 in a minute. Here's the 4th method of how to install a home harmonizer box in an apartment, condo, or home. Now, if you have a home, a house, and you have an electric meter, or if you have a condo or apartment and you can access your electric meter outside that's isolated to just your unit, then by all means use those methods first. They're preferred to get this close to your electric meter, because not only does it spread the field to the whole house that way, but it also takes care of the smart meter, which is usually attached to the electric meter, which is the Wi-Fi device on an electric meter. So 4th option, last option, if you have to do this with a home harmonizer, is you locate the fuse box in the house. This fuse box must control every fuse in the whole house, apartment, or condo. If it doesn't, then it's only going to fix the part of the house that this is controlling. So make sure this is controlling everything that you want to remediate. Now, you take the metal plate side of the home harmonizer and you make sure that it faces this box. Now, a lot of times they're gray color because they're metal. This one's been painted over, but you can see it's a fuse box. Now, you want this metal plate side to face towards this fuse box. And you want the edge of our box to hit the edge of the metal, which is around the fuse box. So in this case, I could either hang it right here, and there's 2 holes that I can put screws through. You're going to need anchor screws, short ones. And you want to get a person, we have to say, don't do it yourself, get a handyman, because we don't want you screwing into something in the wall and messing something up. If you choose to do it on your own, it's super easy, I'm sure, but that's going to be on you. So you can take the 2 screw holes, take the metal plate facing the meter, put a screw in each side, and voila, the whole place is going to be remediated. You can also do it on the side, which is a little easier, because you only need 1 screw hole on the side, because then the metal plate facing in, if I have a screw on the top, it's just going to hang there. The bottom's not necessary to do. So in this case, I can put it here, I can put it here. I can also put it here with the metal plate facing down, but that's kind of hard to get to. That's as simple as that is. It's going to be amazing and effective, and thank you for listening.